Hey, you tourists, welcome them back. I know y'all saw part one. This is part two. But as I say it again, man, I just think that whoever people who into, to sexual acting to kids need to be put in fucking jail. Need to be in jail. I'm not gonna lie to you, because there's a lot of child molestation people running around in this motherfucker. It's sick, man. It really is. It happened in school district. It happened in college campus. Even happened in the public disputing me at church. I'm kid you not. I hate to break it to Catholic people, but Catholics, y'all been known as been messing with molesting little boys' butts. Y'all know y'all do this, and little girls, and sexual security in public to sexually harassing security to females. Y'all know this. Then black churchmen and black church security to black boys. They molestation of black boys. Ever since that Eddie Long situation went down, and I don't have no love for Eddie Long whatsoever, because this guy, this man is pay his way out to molesting a goddamn boy, and he's a black man doing this stuff right here. But let it be a white white priest or men of the Catholic of out of our school. They wouldn't be arrest to him. He be get suspension and get back to that, or go to another churchman of serving another church. But Eddie Long, he no exception. He paid his way out of the damn what he did to them damn boys, and you should have seen how he spoils of himself, and having this stagement of picturement of himself. You could tell Eddie Long was guilty. It was hell. You could tell that flashy man, like he this body ornament, like he really out to been flexing somebody. Give me the fuck a break out of this shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Eddie Long need his ass cracked right there, because he is cracking his damn head, and any other white preachers priests do this too, and black preachers, because it's not acceptable what's going to security at church. I'm sorry. I'll be a real preacher and preacher in the ways of men of the Lord, for they can find a better way from the name of each is on from find each way from the pastor to the way that they can see the light and not see the clearly of no direction from the place of the darkness. I'm sorry, man. I'm born a Baptist. Don't get me wrong. I was believing God. But this stuff, man, believing dark security, it just there's no question about that. Would raise any question onto this at all. I'm sorry. When Michael Jackson died, everybody talked about him like a dog. They drag his ass to the name of obscurity, of the power of a muttery. Where are these people at when they claim they love Michael? But as soon Michael died, all of a sudden they want to groom him for his death. Oh, we love you, Michael. We love you. We didn't mean to hurt you. Give me the fucking break. They want Michael's money since day one. And I feel like who deserve that money is the Jackson family. They deserve that money. Fuck TMZ. Fuck Hollywood, and fuck Walt Disney as well, because Walt Disney's been known as child molesters that's been out there. And no disrespect for Walt Disney and from the Rest of the Dead, but let's be honest. You look at Walt Disney movies, you know there's some sexual sexual gravity going on. Come on, you can't tell me Walt Disney would no sexual act to children. Come on. Nobody says a damn word. Oh, he's a white guy. But even if he's a white guy or not, nobody should have never done that to kids. Nobody. Not Ron Parker, not R. Kelly, not to these preachers and these pastormen, not anybody. Not even women should do it. I'm sorry. It's sad, man. Why you think you hear every week, and Harvey wasn't lying about this, every week, every month, every day you hear about another school teacher having sex with a student. Every week. They having sex so goddamn much, man. You could let a goddamn apple in the school on fire. I swear, it's like, damn. Thank God I got out of school. I remember I got some a sexual scuity to a teacher one time, and I had to scoot myself away from that. And that was in Oak Cliff High School. And man, I was in in 11th grade or 10th grade, whatever that year was, 11 or 10. It was sickening. I'm sorry. But something's got to change. Or maybe in ninth, one of the two. And that's an harassment of the other age to me, because she would have go to jail instead of me. I would have been I've been as the the false victim, me as being the victim that I am. But thank God I didn't went that far. I'm telling you, I have crush on teachers, but I will never go to that far. I probably bring some apples or a fruit picnic basket, the only fruit for far near from the goddamn fucking treatery. You kid me not. I'm telling you, man, it's sad. I love women. I love them to death. I love to touch their body, their breasts, their titty, man, making the love out of them, all that. But man, I will never go that far. Mess with little girls. I'm sorry. No, I will play with little girls. When push them in the swing, take them places, and give them ice cream and stuff like that, and play with boys. The only way you play with boys, you play football with them, or play basketball, shoot hoops, and teach them the guidelines and directly for guidelines with the honorable rec. You don't do no child like that. I'm sorry. It ain't acceptable for a white guy to do that. It ain't acceptable for a black man. It ain't acceptable for a woman. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're gay or straight or not. I'm sorry. It ain't to me personally. It's sad. It's sad. Let these kids, where they can live, to grow, to be kids. Kids are not kids anymore. Back in the time when I was a kid, we used to play outside. Even my mother forcing us off the porch a minute to find something to play, to find something to do. Now these kids ain't able enough to do that. Now these kids are so damn biggery and being bitter. That's why kids get into something they into now. I got a niece right now who's 18 and thinks she's grown and 9. She needed able to straighten her life up, for she gonna end up 2 places dead in jail. That's where she gonna go. You know how women, when they get in a certain age, I'm ground. You ain't tell me nothing. I'm ground. That's the first thing. And sisters, y'all got that bad doing that, and you know that. No other woman. And white girls do this as well. Every other woman think that they're grown, but white girls do it in a way like, I'm old enough to make my own decision as a lady. I am. I'm old enough to make a decision. Dad, I want to get everything I want, Dad. White girls get down like this, but still, they old enough to make their own decision. But they're gonna find out how the cruel, cupped up world it is. They're ready to go back home then, and guys are the same way. But we figure we can get the things we want. We have to earn to get the things what we want. Women want to get their way, to have each way they can have, but they got to earn to get their way. That's how it is. But nobody said nothing about when Michael Jackson. They hate Mike Jackson to the fact that he died, and it's just like a death wish. Like they want him gone. They want him gone, and people still believe Michael was a pedophile. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think he did, but I think he was set up with this sexual arrangement to the kids. That's what I think. Because if that's the case, then why the hell that they ever been felt about Michael? Why the hell that there was a never before seen lost document? They find out and they told this kid and all the rest of them and told him, we're going to do everything to make a case against Michael. So that tell you right then they want this man gone. And they never going to put that stuff on TV. Never. Find it on YouTube and you'll see it to prove Michael innocent. And they released it up after his innocence. His innocent. And I feel like the Jacksons could have been there for him, but they tried. They have ups and downs like everybody. But I'm gonna tell you like this: no matter what they say about Papa Joe, but a lot of black men do need fathers like Joe who can who can pull everything around here to develop to the men they are. The way things black community they sink out of the ice tank and out of mistakery. I'm telling you, it's not good right now. It's just really not. That's why these kids ain't got no directions right now. They're not. They let a lot of kids get away with certain things and do. If I did that, my mother and my father would have killed me. I'll be getting 2 bare ass whooping for a week with a stitch in each card and have a diaperment of rationment out of my hose and my cracking on my cleavage. I'll be a good boy at that time. But it is sad right now, man. It really is. That's why these kids act the engagement they act the way they are now. I don't think Michael did it. I really don't, to clear of his name. It's sad, man. But he would never be forgotten, never be missed. Love for the music and all that. But nobody said nothing. What Roman Polanski, he fucking a 13-year-old girl. He fucking her so goddamn good, like he raping her asshole out of nowhere. Nobody says nothing, and this guy was the goddamn movie star. It's not clear for anybody. If Michael did it, then he got what he get. But I don't think Michael didn't do it. I think he was set the arrangement for the kids. Because he said himself he would never hurt a child. He would slit his wrist if he hurt a child. Michael did say that in the interview. They want Michael's money since day one. They can't stand that guy. And to this day, nobody said nothing about Elvis or John Lennon and much of the acting stuff they did. But then when they said about Michael, all of a sudden everybody talking about blacks and whites, everybody turned against Michael. He hang around with the wrong conservative ass people who have no benefit from him of best interest of his heart. But rest in peace, Michael. You in the better place. You the best. Michael, you in the better place that you are right now. You ain't got to worry about these false and cause of devil motherfuckers. Fuck these folks. They gonna get what they get. They is. For everything they do, they want money. And they give Dr. Murray 4 years. They could have given his ass for life. But not Michael, but Dr. Murray was the fall guy. It was more people involved. They should have got at them as well. And they still out there. And it's sad. It really is. But I'm going to tell you something else, man. What really kills me that, I don't know if I told this story. I have a nephew, right? I don't want to mention mention my nephew's name from my other family, from my dad's sister family. He was being molested by his own father. His own father. When he told me his own father molested him, and I was playing a video game, damn, I was mad. I was mad. And I said, what kind of little boy who had to go through that, But most boys out there, they'll say he a bunch of faggery. He a fag, this and that. And don't get me wrong, I don't believe in gay and but still, no boy shouldn't have to go through that. What their fathers did to them. And I say us as men, we need to change, man. Because I'm going to tell you, this is the reason why women don't take us seriously. There's a real reason why we can never been run as a community, because for years every group run a unit lead in their community. The white guys run in their community regardless what the things they do. Latino run it in unity in their community regardless what they do. Latino men can run a unity in their community, but what about black men? None whatsoever. They will never let black men lead his people. That is not going to happen. They let black women be the backbone to lead the community. No offense, but women can't lead like a man can. I'm sorry. This is true. Black women, y'all can't get offended because you know what I'm saying is true. You know it. You can say them thugs or thugs you want, but put them in the damn military. He gets shot in the back of the thumb and crack in his face. I'm sorry. You can date thugs all you want to. You got what you asked for. I'm sorry. And any woman who thinks like that, they need some ass handed out to them, and the crack in the men of they on they and the crack of their shithole as well. I don't know why people think like that, but that show you how everything is in the society. But as I get in this is not more important discussion because that's a better important discussion than another video. But this video right here, I just really want to talk about, man. Is it okay for aged people messing with kids? No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's wrong. It's sinnery. It's committed to sinnery. It's sin. I'm sorry because they've been torment to children ever since the grave of giant the goddery of giants eating kids off, eating kids left and right. People don't even know that. And having sex with kids, that is sick, man. That's a sick and pervert ass person to me. If you want to do something like that, so you mentally is affected child that you can't effectively have a better childhood than anybody. That's just mentally illness to me. And I don't know what's wrong with this generation. I really don't, and it's scary sometimes. It don't even feel like it's a new better year. It feel like as a better worse year for people to head in the world. Now, some people say there were rumor has it that Will Smith molested his son. I don't want to get into much about Will because I don't know too much about Will Smith. But I will tell you this: if it is true about Will Smith, then helpfully God, he don't deserve it meant to be a father as his own child to do that. Because what kind of man that's smooching his little boy so much, you would think he look at him as this as a as a as a as a as a talking stringing talking puppet, sex puppet. Like he looking at his own kid as this, like he's smooching all over him. I always wonder what the fuck is wrong with Will Smith. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Will, man, he on some other shit. He on some other level. You look at his boy like he in this sex regiment. To regiments the sex to be in being girlish and mirlish. And then you got his daughter, like she this boyish and gay dressing it as boyish, moibish gayness. Gay is girly manliness, gay and boiliness. I don't know. It tells you they wasn't lying. Will Smith, man. Will Smith done some acting this. He done some cause acting of the open metaphor closet. Ain't no telling what he done. Him and Jada. But if it's true, what kind of person gonna do their kids like that? But after that, I'm gonna leave it alone because no one knows. It might not be true what he does, but if it is, man, that says about more what kind of person that he is now. Because they wasn't lying. As much of the question is that Will Smith ever done, man, that tell you. And they said a lot of rumors going on these other rappers. I don't want to get in their names, but still, I just think that it happens. But oh yeah, I need to get on this R. Kelly and Aaliyah situation. What did y'all think? Do you think R. Kelly is guilty as hell messing with Aaliyah? I think he did. R. Kelly was 27 and 25 at the time, and Aaliyah was 14 and 15. You know there's a lot of sexual acting towards men to each other going on. Where were the fuck Aaliyah parents at the time, and they knew these towards men of acting men was going on, and they more responsible than R. Kelly. And how can R. Kelly? How come Aaliyah uncle want to talk about R. Kelly, and this is the same motherfucker that upper hand him beat him to Gladys Knight. If y'all don't know, this is the same man that's been abused for Gladys Knight. When I heard about that stuff, I couldn't believe it was true. No wonder she wrote a song called Midnight Train to Draw to get away from this goddamn trifling motherfucking asshole, trying to get away from his ass. He is no different than R. Kelly. I can't stand dudes that put their hands on women, but put your hands on a real man, and I put 6 feet on your under your fucking ass ground, motherfucker. I can't stand dudes like that. They need to be piece of fucking beating me to fucking hell. I can't stand dudes like that. A white man or a black man, any man. I'll kick a goddamn white guy's ass, and I'm going to rip it every goddamn break a pistol neck on his damn asshole and stick it in between it by the fucking spine till his ass wouldn't be caught breathing anymore. I put an airbag and charge it how many lungs that he ever fought to live if he ever put his hands on a woman. Real talk. That's a punk. That's a fucking bitch ass punk that ever put their hands, because you got a lot of guys who think like that because that's what a man is, and women dumb enough to defend them because they think that's a guy is right there. If I ever seen a woman get beat them and bruise in their eyes, I would make a love and shit out of them. Real talk. Any dude that put their hands on a woman, they gonna deal with me. Real talk. Especially a woman that ain't done shit to them. A good one. But you won't put your hands on them fast women, disrespect nasty women. You won't put your hands on the fast women, disrespect with nasty women. I mean, you wouldn't try that shit. You go away from towards that, but you run towards to that woman. That tell to a good woman at that. That tell you right there. He no different than R. Kelly. And I ain't excuse for R. Kelly. 'Cause R. Kelly, he is wrong for some of the things that he was doing. But I'm not surprised about R. Kelly, man. And Fester Griff wasn't lying about him, because he want to pluck him up his side of the head. I would pluck him up R. Kelly's side of the head too. Because R. Kelly ain't old enough to know better. They should have got R. Kelly a long time ago. They should have got him then. And I stopped listening to R. Kelly music because I always thought he did it. I look at his sex tape, and man, it was disgusting thing I ever seen in my life. The sex was so, man. Oh man, I just lost a word. I stopped the tape real quick. I don't want to see shit like that. Real talk. It was a child pornography. It was a lot of sexual act going on. He pissed on this girl like he was in a Warden fountain, like he was making a wishing well out of that bitch. I'm telling you, that shit was so nasty. What kind of man would do something like that? R. Kelly need his ass whooped, and that guy looked nothing. That guy he looking the act of the scene of the crime for that shit what he did, and you can't tell me. They said it wasn't R. Kelly, but it damn sure looked like that motherfucker. I don't know. He have identical eye twin or identical eye clone. I don't know what the fuck that was. If that ain't R. Kelly, who else did it? Because that must be his long lost cause of brother. I don't know, long lost brother of a cloneness. I don't know. That shit right there, R. Kelly know better. He knows. He need his ass whooped. Him and that dude, R. Kelly, uncle beating that Gladys Knight ass for no reason. I love Gladys Knight, sweetest woman that she could be. Even though she not the best thing that she do, she the best thing at anything that happen in music. Gladys Knight's like a grandmother to me. Real talk. Fuck that dude, man. Put his hands on Gladys Knight. He had to be out of his mind. He no different than R. Kelly. And Aaliyah, I don't know. People say Aaliyah wasn't no angel. She wasn't, but to me, in my opinion, she could have been an angel that she could be. I tell you this, Leah did some stuff in her days in her life. She did before her timely death. She did, and she should have never messed with R. Kelly. Young as she is, and she claimed she was 18, but she really was 14 and 15 at the time. And I did not know that Leah's parents would agree to a marriage imposement for R. Kelly have to get the permission of Leah's parents for he could marry her. They never did said it. Was Harvey Superboy said this. I'm gonna look it up if it is true. They are wrong. Let this aged man go near dating their daughter in their life. That's sick. But it's the same thing that Jerry Lee Lewis messing with his goddamn cousin. And this is a white guy. Been known he's the element of goddamn rock and roll. Goodness gracious, he burned a Pete music station piano on the goddamn fire. Fucking with his damn cousin and his brother-in-law get a loaded pistol and put a goddamn a dead bloater shot in his goddamn ass and looking for him. I don't blame him. I would have did the same thing. I would have take each 12 gauge of pistol and put a gauge in each brain out of his goddamn ass, and I won't make sure I won't miss my each aim of goddamn fire till I hit a straight right near it for my goddamn target. He be dead as a bird eyeball. I ain't gonna lie, it's sickening. It really is. Jerry Lee Lewis, he the craziest, wildest guy in the rock and roll, and his career was not repaired ever since. And it was ruined. Nobody didn't want nothing to do with Jerry Lee Lewis fucking with his cousin. Cause you gotta look, that was sick. And he was 13. I mean, the woman was 13. When I mean the woman was 13 and he was 27, 26 at the time. You know that was sick going on. Can you imagine a 32-year-old, 32-year-old man messing with a 13-year-old woman? Ugh, I don't even want to think about it, man. That's something you just into the peep show to the creepy men of creepy shit ass show. That just something you just get off in your mind right there, man. It's sick, man. Whew, I don't understand people. You got some lot of weirdos and weird addict motherfuckers that run around who like something like that. Woo! But as I'm saying, it is not acceptable for anybody messing with kids. It's not. If you think it is, then you're crazy. You're crazy. Because I know y'all saw part 1, and I know that y'all saw this part 2. Make sure y'all saw part 3, all right? Stay right on tune on part 3, all right? All right. All right, all right. Stay right on tune on part 3, all right? All right.